Hi guys, so welcome to Mother Moon Tarot. This is going to be the April reading for Capricorn. Let's get into it. So just a few things before we kind of go into the cards and your reading. We are coming out of Pisces season, so all that kind of very go with the flow, floaty emotional feelings everywhere, not really sure what we're doing kind of energy. And I'm in Pisces, so I know, trust me, I have Pisces 4 times in my chart, so I get it. Heavy, very wishy-washy energy. Anyway, moving out of that, moving into Aries energy on the 20th of March, and then into April. So Aries energy, very much a forward movement, a go, decisive, decisive energy, and headstrong. Very much so. Also, Mercury retrograde is going back to direct. Thank God, because it has been heavy. I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but I've definitely felt Mercury retrograde very heavily. A lot of setbacks, a lot of problems with technology, a lot of problems with my own editing and videos and filming and all of that. So if you've been feeling that too, yeah, I know it's been heavy. It could have been setbacks and that with work, career, finances, kind of decisions that need to be made, setbacks, problems coming up to play, conflicts, any of that sort of thing. So however you've been feeling it, I hope that it's dissipating now. However, it can linger. So I think it goes direct on the 27th or the 28th of March. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on the dates. But after that kind of time period, once it does go direct, it can kind of, that energy can still linger for 1 to 2 weeks or so. So just be aware of that kind of coming into April as well. So, I was Pisces? No, I am a Pisces. You might be dealing with Pisces. There may be a Pisces in your midst. No, I was mentioning on your energy before I came on camera. And I got a few things through for you, Capricorn. So the first thing that I got was the numbers 369, and I came out in that song. I don't know the lyrics, so please, it's the one that goes, 369, the goose got land, and I don't know the rest of the words, so I can't sing the rest of it for you. But that song, so 3, 6, and 9, however those resonate for you. If you feel those numbers mean something to you, take it as it is. Like I said, not all messages are going to resonate for everyone. So if these messages or anything in the reading doesn't resonate for you, please just leave it. And do check out some other readers online. There are hundreds of us out there, and you need to find one that resonates with you. So if this doesn't resonate for you, it might do next time. If it does resonate with you, brilliant. Please comment down below and let me know how it's all resonating for you. So 3, 6, and 9. The other thing then that I got for you was to stop forcing the situation, let it go, and let it unfold naturally. So if any of you have been dealing with any kind of conflict or issues or situations not going right or whatever it means for you, just let that flow naturally is what is being said. So we'll see how that comes out in your reading anyway, if it does. Or it could just be a message for 1 or 2 of you, who knows. Anyway, let's get into it. So, okie dokie. So, what does Capricorn need to know for April? What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know? Yeah. What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? Okay. Oh, not 2 there. Okay, 3 more cards. What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? Oh, not bad shuffling. What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? Sorry, I'm not going to take those. They were ones that were bad shuffling on my part. Sorry. What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? What does Capricorn need to know for April? Yeah. What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? What does Capricorn need to know for April? 1 more card. Okay. What does Capricorn need to know for April? And there we have it. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just going to take a few minutes to just look at the cards, guys, and kind of figure out the energies and the messages here. As always, you don't need to wait for me. You can skip ahead to the beginning of the reading if you want to. But I just want to make sure that I get the best reading for you. So I'll take some time to check them out. Okay, yeah. Okay, yep. Okay, so the first card that you got was the Two of Pentacles. So you may have been trying to balance the situation out, balance the situation, or like a combination of things. So pentacles are all to do with like your bare necessities in life. So your money, finances, career, family, home environment, bills, all of that sort of stuff that you need, all those things that you need to have in life to be able to get on with life. It's balancing those things. So it can be to do with like family and friends and all that sort of stuff as well. So I do feel like you, at the start of the month, you are trying to balance two of those things. Trying to find a balance between either work and family, or trying to find a balance between your relationship and your career. Trying to find a balance between, your it could be anything. To be honest with you, I feel like this is something to do with work, and possibly family. I feel it's a balance. To me, for a small group of you, it feels like it could be a balance between family and your home environment and your work environment. Okay. For another group of you, I feel like this could be finding a balance within your own career. So at work, trying to balance the situation, possibly between two departments, or between a decision that you need to make at work, to do with your finances, or in your career. So I just feel like so there's a couple of messages there, but definitely trying to balance something out in your environment anyway. Then you've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very much to do with that strong leadership quality, the determination, the drive, and the kind of steadfast, I know what I'm doing kind of energies. Also swords are to do with your thoughts, so logic as well, and determination, and having the logic to kind of make decisions, and that as well. So this could be it could be yourself within your own life, within your own career. I speak to career simply because we had that card of balance there as well. So and like I said, I did feel like that's had for some of you to do with work. So I do feel like if you're in a work situation, you are either had that kind of boss mentality going at the moment. You're very headstrong and very kind of sure of yourself in terms of what you need to get done, or you're standing very much in your, you're taking a stand on things, and knowing that you are in the right. However, this could also speak to a person that's in your situation. It could be a boss at work. Or if you are a female Capricorn, this could speak to a male counterpart in your life. Please don't get hung up on the genders. I do say he or she, depending on the the gender of the cards, but that doesn't always mean that it is a male or a female. It can the energies can. It's just the energy that the card is embodying. So it could be male or female, but I do feel it's definitely the energy of that steadfast kind of energy, standing in your ground, knowing your logic and your thoughts, and being confident with something. Like I said, that leadership quality. So to me, however, I do feel like this is either to do with a relationship or a career situation. I say that because the next card that we got out was the Seven of Swords. Now this came out. These cards fell out together. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I had to take a drink there. Actually, I was just about to start talking about communication. Definitely a blockage, and I needed to cough there and take a drink. Yes, communication is a little bit awry at the moment. I do feel like this has got a connection to do with the Mercury retrograde energies starting to dissipate, but those, like I said, those first, like kind of the 1 to 2 weeks after a Mercury retrograde can be still a little bit of a tricky period to navigate. I do feel like that could be a situation for some of you. I feel like I said, For some of you, I'm just going to go through these again. So for some of you, I feel like this balance that you're trying to balance out could be a decision at work or a situation at work. With a boss, or you are so either a boss is taking a stand and feels like that they are in the right, or you are in the right and you are taking a stand on a situation. I do feel like there is a little bit of trickster energy with the Seven of Swords, because look, you can see he's trying to sneak away or get away with something by stealing these swords and getting away without anyone being seen. So I do feel like either that someone in your environment at work is trying to get away with something, or pull the wool over your eyes. And you don't see it, or you are unaware of it at the moment. However, I do feel like with the Hermit here, the Hermit card usually speaks to, sorry, excuse me, definitely something to do with communication. The Hermit card is very much a card of going within and taking time to contemplate things, think things through before moving forward, taking time to yourself, taking time out. So I do feel like this situation could have been weighing very heavily on your mind. It could have been playing havoc in your life. You could have been stressing about it. And it's telling you to go within, because whatever answer you need to unblock that communication in this situation at work, I do feel like you need to go within to do that, because at the moment it's in reverse. So you're not going within, and someone's pulling the wool over your eyes or trying to get away with something. So I feel like once you start going within, you will then be able to turn the situation around, or you will come in touch with your intuition, or figure something out, something will click for you, and then you will be able to turn things around and kind of get that communication flowing again. If this isn't to do with a work situation, then I definitely feel like it's, like I said earlier, it is to do with a relationship. Now, this could be a relationship with a partner. It could also be a relationship with a friend or a family member. So again, there may have been some deception there. They're trying to kind of get away with something, or trying to, not let you in on something. So you definitely need to take some time to yourself to kind of figure things out, and then start to get the communication flowing again. So, this could also speak to not only deceit or trying to, get away with something. It can also speak to a little bit of conflict within the relationship as well. So if there has been a bit of conflict, or, you may have had an argument, or, you may have had, just a little Barney, or, something small. It could be something big or something small, whatever it is, just take some time to yourself to think about things, because it could be you that was in the wrong and had this argument. It could have been someone else. It could be either or, so taking that time within to really kind of contemplate what it was that happened and figure things out for yourself will give you that clarity then to be able to kind of communicate properly and kind of work this out. So the next one you got out then was the Queen of Wands, so very much to do with the intuition. You can see she is there. She's sitting in her throne. She is in her knowing. The wands are to do with the tools that you need in life to be able to move things forward or to get things going. You've got the sunflower, so the new beginnings, life path, things coming to fruition, and they've got their familiar there as well. So I really feel that this is to do with a card of getting into touch with your intuition, so that you know how to move forward in a queen-like manner, like that kind of like in that assurance, so in your own assurance. So going within, getting in touch with your intuition, especially considering you have this card, the Hermit, before that. I definitely feel like once you go within, once you do that work and you think about things, in your internal kind of space, and, you go within, take some time for yourself, you will then come into this queen energy of, knowing your worth, standing in your assurance with the tool that you know that you have to move forward, and with your familiar there as well. So what I like as well is that the queen is actually facing the direction of the forward movement of this reading as well. So very much having gone within, you will figure out your intuition and know how to move forward correctly, know how to release that communication or to communicate effectively. Brilliant. The next card then you had out was the Fool, and the Fool is all about that leap of faith into the unknown. So I really feel like with that new communication, that clear communication that comes out because you've kind of gone within and done that kind of that soul searching or that inner kind of thinking, this brand new opportunity for new movement forward in terms of new communication, or the new cycle or a new situation, or just forward movement in general. taking that leap of faith into the unknown, I definitely feel like that then comes into play. So a beautiful energy to have. You know, it's the start of a new cycle. You know, the Fool is the 0. So the start of a new cycle, a new beginning, a new movement forward. So if, like I said, this was to do with work, the situation was to do with work, and there was a bit of conflict, a little bit of wool pulled over someone's eyes, or an argument that you may have had with someone, or just that stagnancy of movement. I do feel like, you know, with that kind of energy of going within and going into your inner knowing and your intuition, connecting with that and releasing this communication, having that communication come through, then there's a new beginning and a new start. So that's good, because then it's the start of a new cycle then. Okay. And then you had the 3 of Wands. So now the 3 of Wands came out in reverse. This was your last card. 3 of Wands came out in reverse. However, to me, this feels like the 3 of Wands in the upright is definitely a card of standing on that cliff waiting for your ships to come in. And you know, you've got the three wands here, so he's holding on to one is his tool for you know pushing forward with things and you know, getting things to come into play, and the other 2 are like almost like a gateway, like 2 pillars. So it's one's a tool and 2 are pillars. So yeah, standing, waiting for your ships to come in, but knowing that they are going to come in at some point. Now this did come out in the reverse, so I do feel like, yes, this Fool, so this new cycle, this new situation, this new beginning, this leap of faith that's coming in is coming in. However, I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of a delay, or what I would say is, this is coming in, but don't push it. Okay, don't get to that point of, you know, going within, contemplating, thinking, having that realization, and then go full throttle. Oh yeah, okay, great, that's it, I'm gonna go, and then go full throttle ahead, because that's not gonna work. If you push it and you try and force it, that's not gonna help the situation, because that's just gonna end up making you have to wait for things longer. Okay, so that's what I feel that this card in the reverse is saying. It's saying to take your time. Okay, you know, don't go standing there on the end shouting and screaming at the ships, like, you know, to, you know, go faster and, you know, pull into port quicker, you know. That's not going to work. So you need to wait. You need to wait. Let things happen naturally and let them unfold, and then your ships will come in divine timing. So I feel like this has got to do with divine timing. So yeah, and again, actually, that works. That actually fits nicely in with the messages that I got through for you at the start of the reading before, you know, when I was meditating on your energy, where it said, you know, not to force things, to let it go, and to, you know, just let things happen naturally. Definitely, if there's, you know, let that kind of process of that ship's coming in and that new start coming in, let that happen naturally for you. Don't force it. And again, if you've had any kind of conflicts and stuff at work with that kind of deceptive energy, or that kind of pulling the wool over the eyes, if you have had any of that, let it go. Just let it go. It's not worth it. It really isn't. It's not worth it. And you know that in your intuition, you know that. You know, so very much, or if, you know, it was to do with your relationship as well, if that conflict was to do with your relationship, you know it's not worth fighting over. You know it's not. So just let it go. Let it go. Don't force it. Just let things happen naturally, whatever it is. Okay. So yeah, that was your reading, Capricorn. I hope it resonated with you. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards now. I don't really feel like, normally I would pull clarifiers for things that I feel a little bit uncertain about, or I would want more information on, but I actually feel like this is quite a clear reading for you. So I'm not going to take any clarifiers on that at the moment, because I feel like this is kind of a, it's very kind of straightforward reading, but I am going to pull some oracle cards for you. So the first one I'm going to use is the Moonology deck. As always, if you want to find out information about the cards and the decks that I'm using, I always put the description of each one of them down below in the description box, so please feel free to check those out if you want to know what they are. So yeah, let's get some messages. So what does Capricorn need to know for April, please, in regards to this reading? What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? What does Capricorn need to know for April? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know for April, please? Oh, there we go. Okay, what have we got? It says, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Absolutely. Yeah. Who else? Someone else got this card as well. What did I just do? It was the couple of runs ago. I think it was Aries. Aries or Gemini. Anyway, so you may be dealing with an Aries or a Gemini. That could come through, or it could be an Aquarius with this new moon in Aquarius. But it says, yeah, bring love into the situation. So definitely, I feel like this really resonates with the reading that I just did. So like I said, this conflict or this kind of deception, or this kind of issue that you might have been having in work or in that relationship, whatever that is, just let it go and bring love into the situation. You know, with your own intuition and your own knowing of whether you were right or wrong, let it go, forget about it, bring love into the situation, and just positively move forward into a new phase or a new cycle, because it's not worth arguing over, or not worth fighting for, or whatever. Yeah, just bring love into the situation. Definitely, I like that. Okay, and the second deck I'm going to use then is the Spirit Oracle deck. Beautiful deck again. So let's have a look. What is Gemini? No, not Gemini. Like I said, you might be dealing with a Gemini. And Gemini was the one that got that card, actually. So that does make sense. Take it how it resonates. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know for April? What does Capricorn need to know for April? Let's have a look. What do we get? We got intention. Lovely. Okay. So, intention. So it says, do not lose sight of your original intention. Check inside your heart to see if the path you are traveling fits with your original hopes and aspirations. If not, take action, take control, and steer your life back on course. Absolutely. I agree with that. You know, you were trying to find a balance between something, either, you know, so when you're trying to find that balance, you know, you need to set those intentions. You need to find the intention of what you want that balance to be. Also to do with, you know, whatever that conflict was, you know, you need to take back your control. If it's not worth fighting over, if it's not worth, you know, going into, let it go. You know, and set a new intention, you know, and get on with, you know, a new cycle or a new situation, and set intentions for that to move forward. You know, it says take control and steer your life back on course. So yeah, get back on course, get back onto a new situation and steer your life in the direction that you want it to go. Take that leap of faith. So, and you know, when you do that, you know, the ships that are coming in too slowly will start to move and you know, come in for you. So yeah, absolutely. Intention. I really like that. Really nice card. So yeah, definitely you can see positive movement forward here in April for you guys, Capricorn. A little bit kind of tricky, kind of trying to balance things out, and a little bit of kind of like conflicting, kind of stagnancy in communication, or in a situation as well, to do with the start of the month. But like I said, it is Mercury retrograde is going direct, and that will permeate a little bit still with a bit of trickster energy, you know, in the 1 or 2 weeks after. So I can understand why there's a little bit of that kind of energy still lingering around. But everything to do with your kind of your future energy is all to do with positive movement forward. So that's really, really nice for you. And again, the oracle cards that you got were really beautiful, positive movement forward as well. So I really like that for you, Capricorn. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please comment below, because it's always nice to see, you know, how things are kind of working for everybody, and what you're going to going through as well. So please comment and let me know how it resonated for you. Also, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to donate to the channel so I can continue to make these videos for you and send them out for you, then please do so. The link is in the homepage on my YouTube channel. So thank you very much for that if you do. So yeah, that's it, Capricorn. I hope you have a wonderful month. Have a beautiful month ahead of you, and I will see you in May. So yeah, bye. Bye.